when you quit something, or when someone quits something, you're not really quitting in the moment, or that person is not really quitting in the moment. That means you quit time ago. That means there has been a process in your mind for a while already, thinking and analyzing and making the decision. So if whenever you're thinking about giving up something, whenever you're denying an opportunity, you have to analyze. You have to be you want to pay attention to what's going on in your mind from the beginning of something that you want to do, because if in the end you didn't do it, that comes from a process, and that process was processing how it was not going to happen, why it was not going to happen, why you were not qualifying, or why you are not entitled to it. So there is a process before giving up. There is a process before quitting. There is a process before not achieving that. If you fail because you were trying, that's a different story. That there might be a process behind it where you were really thinking that you were going to achieve it, or there was a process behind it that you were probably fearful or doubtful, but you still thought like, okay, well, let's see what happens. I might be able to do it. But that's a different process. And then and then you look at it, and then you can think about, okay, what do I need to fix about it? What do I need to fix about the process of how I am processing things? What do I need to fix about how I am approaching the things that I want to do? My goals, my dreams, what I want, with the person that I want to be. Because usually, if the balance in your mind is going too much, or sometimes not even too much, just a little bit more towards I'm not going to be able to achieve this, then that quickly turns into a balance that is really going to giving up, to really looking for, okay, look for the reasons why I'm not going to be able to do it. Look for the reasons why I am not going to achieve this. So you have to, when you gotta find out right away, you gotta pay attention to the things that you want, and you have to find out right away in the moment that you say, okay, I would like to do that, what's going on in your head. You gotta be conscious of what is the balance in your head. Is it an even balance, 50-50 opportunity of achieving it or not, according to how you feel about yourself, about your talent, your skills, your determination, and your willpower and everything else? Or you are more going towards a 30% that I'm going to be able to make it, and 70% that I'm not going to be able to make it. That is pretty much the process of giving up. That when you start like that, then that you're not starting a process of analyzing if you might achieve it. You're starting the process of analyzing why you're not going to achieve it and when you are going to giving up. If you start the opposite way, more like a 70%, let's say that you think you can achieve it, 30%, or even if it's just 55% that you think you can achieve it and 45% you can, well, then you can work the balance from there. If you do the appropriate work in your mind, you can move that balance from a 55% positive, 55% chances of achieving it, more to a 60, then a 65, then a 70. But that is a process. That is a process that is moving you away from the giving up, from the quitting process. So whenever you see something, whenever you're thinking about a goal, whenever you're thinking about a want, whenever you're thinking about something that you want to do, pay attention to the balance in your mind. Pay attention to the words, to the language, to the way you're talking to yourself, because immediately you're gonna start moving that balance towards one way or the other, and usually it is more difficult to move it more towards the positive way than the negative way. So pay attention, be conscious what's going on in your head. When you see something that you want, pay attention to the goal, pay attention to the dream, pay attention to whatever it is you want, and immediately pay attention to what's going on, what kind of language is going on in your head, what kind of emotions, what kind of sensations, how are you approaching it, how are you adapting to that idea, what is your perception about yourself, and what is your perception about that goal.